Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dirtdogs International Racing Network. I am your host, Jacob Keith, here for the 410 Sprint Cars Showdown, here for the Dirtdogs International's 410 series here. We are at Bristol, week number 2, ready to rip, rock, and roll. We're live on Facebook and also at the DirtdogInternational.com. So head on over there either or check us out. Also, head on over to the dirtdoginternational.com/shop and check out our merchandise. We got some t-shirts and some decals over there for sale. But as of right now, you guys already know the deal. It's that time. I'm going to have to ask you to please stand up, remove your hats as we do tonight's National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was our national anthem here at the Dirtdogs International. These guys are winding out their practice laps. Not very many guys out on the track right now. Nicholas Lamb, who's sitting 10th currently for fast time. Sean Stevens, though, has the fastest time of the night. Let's see if we can pull that up. Yeah, so Sean Stevens got a fast time out there. Dustin Sargent in the second spot. Chris Schaefer, third. Derek Petty. Austin Maggio. Kenny Hoffman. Zane Walters. Robert Schritt, man. A bunch of these guys. Big names in here that we have not seen for a long time here at the Dirtdog International. So these guys are going to wind it out. Do some practice. We are seeing some of the cars come and make their way out onto the track here. Looks like Dustin Sargent's going to make some time up out here. Let's go. Looks like he went back in. Austin Maggio's out here. Bristol is these long straightaways with them wide corners, banked corners. And these guys here in these 410s have a lot of horsepower under them feet. Patience is going to be key here at Bristol, giving each other room. And we're going to see lots in give and take. We got another 10 minutes left to practice, so we're going to wind it out. Let these guys do their thing. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. We got some 410 sprint car action coming up here in just a few minutes. Yeah, we see you out there, Sean. We see you out there. You're rusty out there with the fastest time. Sergeant's going to be knocking all over the backside of that thing, though, let me tell you. He's not too far off for time. Chris Schaefer in that third spot, too. We're going to see some battling, hopefully. As you see there, Austin Maja doing some practice laps. He had Shred out there with him, winding him out. They got a couple minutes, still 5 minutes left of the practice session. See if any of these other drivers want to get on in the action. 12 cars here tonight. 410 sprint car action. Who's going to take it home? We see Anthony Carve shouting out a lot of people, showing them the stream out here. Bunch of oblige there. Carve, the ice cream man. James Schutz, rooting on Robert Charette. Andrew Jessen says the admins. That's awesome. Very funny. The admins are going to have all the prayers tonight as these guys are going to be ripping it up here at Bristol, baby. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go. Dustin Sargent making his way out onto the track. He is the second fastest there in that 77 machine, coming around 3 and 4 onto the front stretch here. Sargent doing what he can. Derek, I'm sorry if I end up butchering your last name tonight. I think it's pronounced Pettit. Hopefully I'm not butchering that. I'm sorry if I am. Still winding the laps out here. The number 77 trying to catch Sean Stevens here in that number 26 machine. Look at that black and green. Whittaker Bennett. Oh, man, that thing is looking sexy out there. New scheme here for Sean Stevens since we have seen him here in the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. So that thing is looking awesome. The majestic one, Robert Shred, also ripping that green and black scheme. Up into the wall. Oh, onto the side. As he goes around and over on his lid. Here we got the Ice Cream Man, the number 90 machine of car fire, winding some laps out. Trying to get all the practice he can. Everybody's trying to get all the practice that they can before we head on into the heats. Just another 3 minutes before we head on in. The heat format's going to go 10 cars per heat. Top 4 will make each. Actually, we don't have over that 20 cars, so, well, 20 cars would have been the show. We're going to have 12 cars tonight, so we won't have to worry about all that. I believe we're going to have maybe 2 heats. No consolation, no B main, no C main, it looks like. Not enough people joining on in. But the laps will be 35 laps. Cautions will not count the laps out for the feature. The heats, the laps will count. And there will be yellows in the heats. So drivers drive smart. And hopefully we can keep her clean and green. DJP. All right, we can call him DJP. Derek is going to be DJP. Y'all down with DJP? Carf getting a little loose there coming off the corner. He takes out the cone into the entrance of the pit. We're going to move on over to Robert Charette here. He's trying to work that faster lap. Austin Maja and DJP in the number 14. That thing looks sweet, too. That white and purple, man. You guys got some nice-looking cars out here tonight. 30 seconds left to practice as we get ready to wind it down and head on into the heat. Number 1 for the 410s. Trav Wellman shouting out the Ice Cream Man. Go get him, Carf. The Ice Cream Man delivering popsicles tonight. Do you like popsicles? Well, I got a whole freezer full of popsicles. You need to come on down to the cellar. All right, pulling up the grid for heat number 1 here. Starting on the pole, we're going to have Zane Walters. He was a late entry into the league, but he is here ready to rip, rock, and roll and go. Derek DJP sitting in the second spot. There's Zane Walters in the 31 machine. Andrew Jess is supposed to be third, but he's not in there, so we will jump in as fourth here for the Ice Cream Man. Anthony Carfin at number 90. Starting to the outside. Sean Stevens going to move up into the third spot in that 26 machine. Starting in the sixth spot outside will be the 20 machine of Austin Maja. And then moving up into fifth will be Trent the Wheelman Beeson. Man, it's been a while since we've seen that 321 sprint car out here. But man, I tell you, we're ready to go. Double file here at Bristol. Man, I hate how back for that view. One, we're going to have 8 laps, 4 10s, go down. So we got Zane Walters and DJP ready to start this thing off as they head on to the front stretch one more time around under pace. And we'll be ready to go. Green flag ripping. Sean Stevens back there with that Wyobe Winter Bennett machine, that 26 to the inside, ready to rip, rock, and roll. Anthony Ice Cream Man carved to the outside of him. And that number 90 machine. Let's see if Karf can hang on to this one and stay with the boys here in fourth and deliver out some popsicles to these boys. Or is he going to make it sticky out there? We're going to see. And we got the green flag ripping here at Bristol Motor Speedway. So Zane Walters taking to an early lead there. He's got DJP in the second spot. Sean Stevens filing into the third spot. We're going to ride in the blimp here. Right on Zane Walters. And in the second spot, DJP is the 26 machine with Winter Bennett trying to get to the inside. They were not able to do so, so he falls back into the third spot. Going to wait his time and be patient. Riding on the backside bumper of the 26 as the top three pull away from Austin, Maja, Trent, the Wheelman, and the Ice Cream Man. These three are trying to battle side by side as they are double file into 1 and 2 for the lead. Oh, excuse me, 3 and 4 as they come by the flag. Now they're into 1 and 2. Sean Stevens getting a run around the outside here of DJP. Zane Walters in that 31 and that yellow-blue machine trying to hold him off. Stevens, knocking on the back door, letting him know that he is right there, letting him breathe, but not letting him breathe too much. Applying the pressure everywhere. Is that 26 machine trying to go up high, down low, not able to get so. As the white flag's going to be waving around 3 and 4 here. DJP trying to hold on to that 14 machine. Sean Stevens going for the slide job, not able to pull it off quite so cleanly, but Zane Walters going to fall back into the third spot. DJP taking over second, coming around 3 and 4 for the checkered flag, waving for the 410 sprints here in heat number 1. Wow, that's awesome. Awesome racing out of the 410 sprints here for heat number 1. Let's see if heat number 2 can be able to hang on to that just as good. These guys do an amazing job, man. I give these sprint car drivers credit. I cannot handle these things for the life of me. Let me tell you what. The 23 machine here, Chris Schaefer, going to start here on the pole. To the outside, we got the 001, Mr. Kenny Hoffman with JRB Motorsports. Starting in the third spot, we got the majestic one, the 64 machine of Robert Charette. Starting in the fourth spot, we got the 77 of Dustin Sargent. And tailing the end of the field, in the fifth spot, we're going to have Nicholas Lamb. Connor Hughes, not going to be able to make it because he is up there in the race control trying to get these guys under control. And I believe that we're going to have a cool, clean, green night. Schaefer, Hoffman, Charette, Sargent, and Lamb. 5 cars for 8 laps of 410 sprint car action. Hoffman going to be outside of Schaefer here for the start. One more time around under pace. And these 410 drivers are going to let the horses loose. Actually, they're going to let the dogs out. Long pace laps here at Bristol. It is 2 laps under pace. Pace trucks going in. Hoffman and Schaefer. Green flag here is out. Loose start there for the 23 as Schaefer falls towards the back and goes to the 4th spot. Almost 3 wide for the 2nd position. Charette down low of Dustin Sargent. Kenny Hoffman off to an early lead, able to get a good jump around Chris Schaefer as Schaefer was real loose on that start. Hoffman still out front. Charette going to have the pressure on the tail side from the 23 machine here as he's going to be able to hold on to that pressure and continue to hold them off in that 3rd spot. Back here we got Nicholas Lamb trying to hold on to his spot. We're going to ride on board here, that 37 machine. Not far off of them boys, but not too close. He needs to try to get as much time as possible if he can. Up to the backside of the 23 of Schaefer. Robert Charette in the 3rd spot. 2nd going to be Sargent and Hoffman. Now has Sargent in the 77 machine. Tracking him down. Around 1 and 2. 3 and 4, excuse me. Well, that was 1 and 2. Now into 3 and 4. Oh, I was wrong. Holy cow. Look at me go. Look at me go. I've been out of practice, so bear with me here. It has been a while since I've been streaming anything. I recently have gotten the time to put a lot more time into streaming. So, I'm going to ride on the tail side bumper here of Hoffman as the white flag's waving. Coming around on the backstretch into 3 and 4. Hoffman looking to hold off Dustin Sargent, Chris Schaefer, and Robert Charette. Awesome racing out of the heat number 2 here. Just a little bit of hiccups in the beginning there. We're getting real loose in that 23 machine. But, hey, every dog has its day. Now we're going to go to the grid for the feature event. Starting here on the pole for tonight's main event, we got the 26 machine with Wyobe, Mr. Sean Stevens. Starting in the second spot, we got Mr. Kenny Hoffman in that one machine. In the third spot, we got DJP in the 14. To this outside, we got the 77 of Dustin Sargent. There's Kenny Hoffman. Zane Walters in the 31, starting in the fifth spot here. To his outside, we're going to have the 23 of Mr. Chris Schaefer. Seventh is going to be Austin Maja in that number 20 machine. Man, I love that number. You can't have it because it's mine, but you can borrow it. And Robert Charette, the majestic one, starting in the 64 machine in eighth. Ninth, we're going to have Trent the Wheelman Beeson in that 321 machine. And it looks like Nicholas Lamb lost a spot there as he went to jump back into the pits, maybe to make an adjustment or something, but ended up missing the grid. But tailing the end of the field here, then number 90, Mr. Anthony, the Ice Cream Man Carf. So we're going to have 10, maybe 11 if Honda or Nicholas makes his way back out to the track, and we will see. Shout it out in the chat who you're wanting to see take home this feature event. Hoffman, Stevens up front, Wyobe, and I'm not sure, I can't remember what his other team was. JRB Motorsports ready to take off for the green flag. 35 laps of sprint car action, the 410s, Bristol Motor Speedway. It's Bristol, baby. Good point there from Extreme Dirt Racing. Don't forget to check out the local concessions at your local dirt tracks to make sure you are supporting your local dirt tracks. Just like us. Make sure you donate. You want to see your name at the end of the streams? Donate. You'll be in the credits. Hoffman and Stevens. 35 laps, 410 sprint cars. Ready to go green flag. And they are off. Stevens jumps out front of Hoffman. Sargent in that 77 machine has DJP filing back into the fourth spot. Top four, nose to tail. We're going to go back towards the 20 machines. They go double file a little bit back there, and now they're going to just kind of single file out. The 31, no. Almost getting a little clip there from Austin, but Austin checks up just enough not to do so. All over the tail side back bumper of that 31 machine. Now he's going to try to go to the outside here, but the 31 going down low, gets a little sideways. 20 machine, Austin Maja moves up into the fifth spot. Dustin Sargent, the 77 machine, sitting third, has DJP in fourth behind him. Kenny Hoffman in the second spot. Sean Stevens looking to try to check out on these guys early. Lap 4 of 35 here for these 410 sprint cars. We are winding them out. We're going to ride on board here with Robert Charette as we ride on the gyro cam. Coming out onto the back stretch, down into 3 and 4, up on the outside edge. Charette trying to gain as much ground as he can to Zane Walters in that 31 machine. The 31 looks to be falling off just a little bit here in front of him, that yellow and blue machine. We will check out the times right here. Whoa. These boys are throwing down 14-second laps, 14.3 out of Zane Walters. We're going to go up to Sean Stevens and check out his. He's got a 14.1, using up 14.2s consistently, it looks like. As Sean Stevens and Hoffman not far off of him. Trying to run these twos down. Sean Stevens with the fastest lap of a 14.1 so far. DJP able to move up into the third spot there. I'm not sure what happened to the 77. Nicholas Lamb jumping to the pits again. Is he's going to give it up here in the 410s at Bristol? Dustin Sargent, though, as the 20 machine of Austin Maja now knocking on that tail side there. That 20 car looking to make some ground up. I told you it's my favorite number, and he's looking to make that thing podium side here tonight. Nose to tail as they are winding these laps out. 13 down of 35. A few more laps, we'll be halfway home. Back here with Zane Walters. Now Robert Charette, the Majestic one, able to get around him. So Zane losing a couple spots here, starting fifth, move back into the seventh spot. The setup is getting a little woozy here. Oh, we got a yellow flag out, and I believe this one's going to be on Carf. But we will see exactly what happened. Yep, Anthony Carr from the 90 machine getting a little loose and sideways. Decided to hop it on over the fence or the wall to the pits to take it down pit lane. But little did he know he was just barely past this pit stall there. So, bringing the yellow flag out here tonight. That is going to be the first one here at Bristol for us in the 410 series. Monday night, we have the non-winged 410 Sprint Series starting. So anybody wanting to get in on the non-winged 410 Sprint Series, now's your chance. Monday at the same exact time, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Open to anybody that wants to run. We had Discord vote for what they wanted to run, and that's what was voted on. Sean Stevens, though, not wanting the yellow flag to come out, but it did. We're going to see what happens here. Will Hoffman be able to keep the backside of Stevens? He wasn't far off there in that number one. Just a couple milliseconds. Stevens was running twos consistently. Hoffman was running twos consistently as well, twos and threes. So we'll see what's going on here as they get ready to jump it out. Single file restart, it looks like. As race control is doing their thing out there. Sean Stevens, Hoffman, DJP, Dustin Sargent, and Austin Maja, your top five. So race control is going to double them back up, and we're going to go double file here for the restart of these 410s. Ready to go. Sean Stevens down low, Kenny Hoffman to the outside, DJP, Dustin Sargent. I thought we were going green flag, but we are on the backstretch. So now we're going into 3 and 4, and now we're getting ready to go green flag. Oh, yeah, let me tell you something right now. Sean Stevens is getting a big jump on the boys there. Dustin is in the fourth spot there, not far off, behind Kenny Hoffman. Oh, we got contact there. Dustin Sargent, Austin Maja. Yellow flag's going to strike the speedway. So we see here the 20 machine's going to try to go down low here. Austin Maja trying to throw that slider on the 77, but he got the 77 to the outside still. He comes on up, just gives him a little tap on the wheel there, and just sends him around, bringing the yellow flag out again. Very unfortunate there. But sometimes racing incidents happen. It looked like Austin thought he was clear and just totally was not. And we had a door slam. Let me know how my quality is out there, guys. I upgraded my internet, and I'm hoping that the internet quality is a lot better here on these streams. I know beforehand it was a lot of fuzz and blockiness and stuff, so we upgraded the internet, and hopefully that fixed our problem. So long of pace laps out of these freaking pace laps for Bristol. These sprint cars with over 700 horsepower ready to rip, rock, and roll. I know I am. The lights are still on the pace truck. One more time around, and we'll be back to green flag action. Getting ready to head on to the back stretch here. We still got 10 cars out on the track. Nope, 11 cars still out on the track, I believe. Excuse me. So all 11 of these drivers ready to rip right these remaining 20 laps out. DJP, Sean Stevens, win it or bin it. We're green flag racing. DJP to an early start jump on Sean Stevens. Now he's got Hoffman there too on the tail side here in third. Walters now moves back up into the fourth spot, gaining a position from where he started in that fifth position. Back there we got some three wide battling action going on here. We got Chris Schaefer down low, Robert Charette. Trent the wheelman Bisa moving his way back up, or on up into the fifth spot here. Austin Maja moves back into the 8th spot, losing a spot from where he started in 7th. Lap 20-35 coming around here. These guys got 15 laps remaining of this feature event. Sean Stevens, we're going to go back up to the leaders here, riding on the right front tire of that 26 Wyobi machine. So double file action there with Schaefer, Charette, Wheelman, and Maja. They single file out a little bit. Schaefer still want to stay battling with Charette, but now he's got Maja and Trent beats him on his tail. Maja going to go to the outside edge. Now he's to the outside of the 23 machine of Schaefer. Schaefer holding on to the inside there. Comes up and stays off of him. Lap 25 of 35. We got 10 laps remaining. Up front to Kenny Hoffman now. We're going to ride on board on the inside cam with the one machine. We get a good look at that number one machine. We're riding on the right front. Yellow flag's going to strike the speedway. Not sure exactly. Oh, this one's going to be on the 321 machine of Mr. Trent, the wheelman. We'll see what happened exactly. Rewind, boys. Rewind here. Little tap from the 23 machine. Can we go a little bit further back? Trent beats him on the tail side of the 23. May have gave a little scuff there to the 23 machine, but he comes up, slide job. 23 doesn't check up at all there. It looks like maybe he did. I couldn't quite tell. It's hard to tell from outside the car here. But ended up getting into the backside of the Beesom there, bringing the yellow flag out. Like the lights are off the pace truck. It's hard to tell though. DJP, Sean Stevens, Kenny Hoffman, top three. Waiting for the green flag. Looks like the pace truck heading down pit lane. Green flag here is out. Stevens now has Hoffman trying to go to the inside as he does. Sean Stevens going to fall back into the third spot now. Mr. Wyobi, win it or bin it, going to put it on the tail side of JRB Motorsports, Kenny Hoffman. The 14 of DJP out front, not looking back. Sean Stevens trying to go to the inside, almost comes up on into Kenny Hoffman, but keeps it off of him. Still to the inside here. Sean Stevens going to take over that second spot and now going for first. Sean Stevens going to lay his cards out on the line with these last 5 laps remaining. As the cards are coming out, these guys are winding the laps down. DJP holding on to second, Kenny Hoffman in third, Sean Stevens out front. Robert Charette, the majestic one, moving up into the fourth spot, trying to keep it around Zane Walters as he loses a spot there, fall back into fifth. Sean Stevens still up here battling with Kenny Hoffman and DJP as they now are going to battle for that second spot. Coming around Bristol, making it 3 laps left here remaining for this 410 sprint car feature. Hoffman taking that second spot, running away with it. DJP trying to hold on to that outside to keep with the backside of Hoffman. Here they see coming around. Onto the back stretch and into the front, 3 and 4. DJP still trying to hold these guys off. Zane Walters still, he's got the 20 machine of Maja on the backside now. Austin Maja. 2 laps left remaining. As they come around, 3 and 4 for the white flag. Sean Stevens out front. Kenny Hoffman in second. Third going to be DJP. as they come around 3 and 4 for the checkered flag waving. Sean Stevens in that Wyoming machine. Mr. Win It or Bin It himself, taking home the victory. Kenny Hoffman in that one machine with JRB Motorsports taking second and third. Gonna be DJP himself in that 14 machine. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna pull up Mr. Sean Stevens for a quick interview, and we'll be right back. All right, Sean Stevens up here waiting for me, so we're going to pull him on up in. All right, Mr. Stevens, man, up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I certainly do, mate. How are ya?
Oh, man, it has been far too long, man. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Just recovering from the COVID, mate. It's went through me and my family, so yeah, I've just been recovering from all of that.
Oh, well, prayers out to you and the family. But tonight, you pull it off here, able to pull the victory out as the last few laps were winding down. Go ahead and give us the rundown of what was going on in that 26 machine as you were letting them unfold.
Yeah, start of the race, the car felt good. Some fast guys up the front tonight. It was good to have a battle. That caution that came out, I was a bit unsure on why I got the caution and had to drop back to second place there because I'd jumped the start off the caution, but I was a little unsure where the point of where you had to go, so that was okay. But as soon as I seen Kenny go down low and he got that run, I just knew that's where it was at if I could hit the throttle perfect, and that's where I just went, and I ended up reeling them in pretty quickly and got by, and just kept it smooth down low, and brought home the win.
Yep, and you were able to pull it off nicely, man, with them last few laps going. You able to tuck right underneath and just find your line and just didn't look back, brother. Is there anybody you want to thank for putting that Win It or Bin It machine up in the podium here tonight? Victory Lane, excuse me.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to everyone at YOB there, and all our sponsors on the vehicle tonight. Give a massive shout out to Ernie Williams Jr. if he's watching, he'll know why. You guys for putting on the show. Everyone watching at home, thanks for watching. Hope we put on a good show for you guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sean Stevens taking home the 410s here tonight. Are we going to end up seeing you for the non-wing ones on Monday?
We'll just see how I go, mate. At work, I might be at work, so we'll see how we go.
All right. Well, hopefully we can get you up into them non-wings here going on sometime. But congratulations, Sean, on taking here tonight your victory at Bristol.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude the stream here tonight for the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. I've been your host, Jacob Keith. Alongside me has been, well, absolutely nobody. I work alone, but I prefer to have somebody beside me. So, with that being said, if you want to give it a shot, hit me up. Or maybe I'm just pulling your leg. Who knows? Everybody, don't do anything I wouldn't do unless you're naming it after me. Woof, woof. Much on love.